What is up, our friends and film fandom, wherever you may be and however you may be watching and or listening? We appreciate you being here and giving us just a little bit of your time. And we are, of course, The Harsh Truth, and I am, once again, obviously not Frank. I think he's, for some reason, left the car keys out somewhere, and I am out joyriding for this week. But it's all good because riding shotgun, the only person I would trust with that kind of job is the shit from the Lone Star State. We have Tex in the gunner seat. How are you this evening, sir?
You know, whether it's riding or shooting shotguns, you had me at shotgun, my friend. That's all you need to say. But, yeah, I'm here, and I love the smell of commerce this morning. So, I'm looking forward to this one. This one will be
fun. Yeah, hopefully we'll get through another review, and it won't be like something uncomfortable, like the back of a Volkswagen.
I don't know about you, but here in Texas, we do it in the back of the truck bed. There's way more room back there. So I don't know about y'all, but we, gotta have leg room to stretch out. So.
Yeah, it seems a little more lucrative to do it that way. I don't know what this is. I'm German, and I still don't even understand the point of that.
I've driven a Volkswagen Bug before, but dude, I'm 6'5". Like the width of my shoulders is like 3/4 of that cab. That ain't working for me. All right. So,
you're into like fucking Tackleberry from fucking Police Academy. You're fucking like your knees are up by your chest.
Right. Like you're gonna need the jaws of life to get me out of that damn car. Like there ain't no way I'm getting in there. So, no, thank you.
We got my mom in here. We got Frank talking about chocolate covered pretzel because of course we're gonna run that joke into the ground. We got Dr. Nick in the house, of course, giving
Dr. Nick
Casey giving Casey his what fors because he deserves it. Even got Stuart in here. Yeah. Good day, good day.
What's up, Stuart? Haven't seen him in a while.
But yeah. And of course, my wife is still in here. Good. The gang was that SpongeBob. The gang's all here. Let's get back to the fucking pictures here. Anyway, so we are here talking about Mallrats. We're gonna keep the Kevin Smith train rolling. That is the trivia. Goddamn, we'll get this right. There we go. All right, Mallrats is a 1995 American buddy comedy film written and directed by Kevin Smith, starring Jason Lee, Jeremy London, Shannen Doherty, Claire Forlani, I probably butchered that, Priscilla Barnes, and Michael Rooker. It is the second film in the View Askewniverse following 1994's Clerks, which we have reviewed on this channel. Go check that out. We did 2 and 3 as well. As in the other Askewniverse films, the characters of Jay and Silent Bob feature prominently, and the characters and events from other films are discussed. Several cast members, including Lee, Ben Affleck, and Joey Lauren Adams, have gone on to work in several other Smith films. Comic book icon Stan Lee appears, as did Brian O'Halloran, the star of Smith's future breakout Clerks, which we all know, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. Compared to Smith's first film, Clerks, Mallrats was a critical and financial failure, only making $1.2 million against a budget of $6.1 million, although it has reached its cult status since the years of its release. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 58% based on 48 reviews with an average rating of 5.6 out of 10. The website's critical consensus reads, quote, Mallrats, colorfully expands the View Askewniverse, even if its snoochie has lost a few of the boochies boasted by its beloved predecessor. I don't know what to say about whoever wrote that, but I don't know if there's a proper YouTube words for me to say that. That's
I bet whoever wrote that like to smell their own farts, but
yeah, that's them some harsh words about Mallrats. We were talking about this before we went on. I mean, you and I both like this movie. I know Frank does too. It has its audience, but what's your quick thoughts on Clerks? I mean, do you agree with Clerks? God damn it. We all love Clerks. What do you think about Mallrats? We're in the sequel now. Or prequel, requel, I don't even know what this is. It's somewhere in the universe.
Yeah, well, fuck it, we'll do it live. By the end of this review, we will know where this falls in the timeline, folks. We're learning this as we go. But
we'll get there.
Right. I like this one. To me, this one is probably number 2 within the Kevin Smith universe. That's including films like Red State and Tusk, which I both love, and my number 1, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. But to me, this, like, if I ever want to feel like it's the 90s again, like Scream and this are like the 2 movies that I go to, because it's the mall, it's the talk, as much as this is a Kevin Smith movie, I think this is a comic book movie. Like, anybody who was a fan of comic books back in the day, like, comic book culture now, well, not so much now, but in the past couple of years, it was the pop culture. Back when this was made, you were shunned and you were a nerd for talking about this kind of stuff. But, this is a comic book film at like I said, as much as it's a Kevin Smith movie, because he's a comic book guy. If you know, you know. And, I like this movie. This movie's a lot of fun. There's the banter in it. Brody's great. They got my boy Merle in it. I mean, come on now. Like, they got so many good people here. Yeah. There's a reason why I wanted to be on this, because this is a fun show. I like this.
This is definitely a great movie. We talk about, like, when you grow as a filmmaker. Like I said, as much as we love Clerks, it still had that charm to it, with all the dialogue and the characters that got laid out in that first movie. And then immediately following, the year later, this movie comes out, and it's just like, I don't want to say night and day, or it's black and white, but you can kind of tell he grew a little bit, expanded more on these on some of these characters in this world now that he had, and obviously the grounding point of it is the fact that Jay and Silent Bob exist in this world. So you can kind of see where the start of this is starting to, it's starting to expand the universe as it does, if you believe in that kind of thing. That's what it tends to do. So yeah, I think this is great because it's still got just quippy dialogue between all the characters. It's kind of a bigger cast. I mean, you got not only just like Birdie and TS and then Jay and Silent Bob, you got Renee, Brandy, fucking Ben Affleck, but I can't remember what his Shannen, I think was his name. Yeah. And what was Rooker's name?
He plays the dad. I can't remember either.
Yeah.
Anytime I see him, I always call him Merle because, Walking Dead. He was always my favorite.
I just call him Rooker. I don't even.
I just call him Merle.
I met the man once at a Comic-Con and act like I can call him Rooker like it's something cool. Like I know the guy.
Right. Y'all talk personally and hang out on weekends.
I mean, he shook my hand, and that's why I said, hey, what's going on, Rooker?
Hey, I can go get my Merle action figure off of the shelf over there. We can show that off if you want to. But it's readily available. All good.
Right. Yeah. Fantastic movie, and it's funny because there's still crap from this movie that I quote to this day. Like whenever we're talking about breakfast, I'm like, breakfast is come and go, Renee. Like I say that all the time, and whenever I just want to like exit scene, I'm just like, and that kid is on the escalator again. I always get mad every time I get mad about that damn kid.
Not a scooter. What are you talking about? Yeah,
where's the little fucker? There he is. The kid is on the escalator again. Hope your kid enjoyed dying. God damn. What's the first? Oh, okay. For now, like what, the fourth time now. Although I have you on here instead of just Frank, I guess we can kind of rehash the works of Kevin Smith, because I mean, me and Frank have probably talked about that ad nauseum, but I mean, I don't know how many of Kevin Smith's movies you've seen, or how you feel about him as a director, what he did with this movie or his other stuff.
When it comes to Kevin Smith, I don't worship him as much as others do. Like
we do.
New Kevin Smith, I'm not really a fan. Like I don't really like what he did with the He-Man stuff. Like most of his newer stuff, I've not really been a fan of. My favorite, it's like I said a minute ago, like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Mallrats. I love Red State. I like Tusk. I've seen the Clerks films. I don't think you can be a movie fan if you haven't seen the Clerks movies. I've seen Dogma, Chasing Amy. I've seen it a lot of his stuff. I like Chasing Amy. Dogma, I went to go see back when it re-released recently in theaters. I didn't enjoy that one as much as I did the first time. Kevin Smith he's one of those directors. He knew how to he quickly learned how to make his style of film early, and he's kind of like a Zack Snyder or Rob Zombie or like Eli Roth or somebody. He's very stylized. He knows how to make his style, but he can't just really make anything. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if you know what you get at. What a Joker say, you never do it for free, right? And he's obviously got legions of fans. He's very important to the movie world. He's not my favorite director, but I like older Kevin Smith more than I do newer Kevin Smith. So, that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah. You definitely know, like when you're seeing a Kevin Smith movie, like you said, like directors, there are some that have certain styles, like, excuse me, like Tarantino has a very specific style. Kevin Smith,
the flavor is automatic.
Yeah, I would even say like Christopher Nolan kind of has his
100%
specific
style. Oh yeah.
And right there, I just listed like my top 3 like favorite directors of all time, like Kevin Smith, Tarantino, and fucking Nolan. But yeah, they do have a very distinct style. I mean, and I like it because it kind of does give credence to why I am the way I am. Like, when I remember, I watched dumb shit like Clerks and Mallrats, like, that gave me that.
I can say the same thing when it comes to people like Toby Hooper and Rob Zombie being my favorite. It's like it definitely radiates through me and my personality. I get it. These films they help shape you and help kind of define who you are as a movie person. Totally makes sense.
Yeah, using F-bombs as punctuation. Like I definitely understand.
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah, no, it's even Stuart McQuaid agrees. It's a really good movie. I would definitely, definitely agree. God, I knew something in here fucking smelled bad. He's here,
and it wasn't the pretzels either. It was shithead.
No, it was definitely not the. It was definitely not the chocolate covered pretzels, Casey. I think we're gonna have to take a check on those pretzels you got there, son. Right. Oh my God, Frank is clutching his pearls. Text likes a non-horror movie. Oh my good God!
Every once in a while, very few. Oh, yeah. Hey, technically there is nudity in this one, so it does count. So just saying.
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple times actually.
Yeah. So points for the nudity.
Somehow the structural integrity of this mall has stood up because of how many times Kevin Smith has like rammed his head through a wall and just popped out in a girl's dressing room. I don't know how this mall is still standing. Good God. Anywho, what's the next? The cast. Okay, who we got? Let's go with these 3. I don't fucking know. So, like I said, kind of expanded on the cast and expanded on this world a little bit. Got some new faces and again some familiar faces. What do you think about this cast? Is there any one particular person stands out to you, and why is it Rooker?
They've got a murderer's row in this one. I mean, obviously, Mr. Michael Rooker, my boy Merle, of course, but
Rooker.
Jason Lee they're both in that photo. Perfect right there.
Yeah, that works. Look at that.
Michael Rooker doing his best Lex Luthor impression over there. I always see, like, how did he never play Lex Luthor? Like, the dude would be perfect for it. Honestly, but I can agree. Jason Lee for this movie, he's so obnoxious, but you can't help but want to hang out with the guy. He's like, dude, I'm gonna punch you in the throat, but we're gonna get a beer out. It's kind of how I see the guy. Yeah, Jason Lee. I always liked the old not old, but the TV show he did, My Name Is Earl. Years later after this, Jason Lee's such a good actor, funny guy. He's got the charisma. He comes out. And the little portion that we get out of him, and like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but he's just walking through the mall. Love the smell of commerce in the morning, but the motherfucker never buys anything in this movie. I find it hilarious.
And he always carries that damn cup around for like 80% of this movie, and it bugs the fuck out of me. I don't know why he. it's a weird running joke that he has that cup all like for most of the movie.
To be fair, I can understand where he's coming from because I bring my Yeti with me everywhere I go. Like it's to the point where if I don't have it with me, people are like, "Hey, where's your cup?" Like I understand.
You feel okay today? I mean, Yeti, like maybe a sip out of his little Dixie cup there. I don't.
But mine is a 40-ounce Yeti cup that may or may not have the good stuff in it. His is like the
that's what I mean. He's got
cup that you get at the dentist office. Yeah, like that's
right.
There's a difference, you know. So.
He's going back for refills more often.
And I like his T-shirt always like, is that an alien on the T-shirt? I never quite knew what that was. But yeah, he just. Yeah,
that's supposed to be.
It looks like something like that would be on like an old Marilyn Manson CD cover or something back in the 90s or something. I'm not really sure, but like that's what I'm saying. Like the fashion, the way that the way this film is, like
that. Yeah,
right. It's just the way that Jason Lee is in this film. He's so fun. You can tell like by the age that he is in this film, he should be progressed further in life. But it's like. He's trying to hang on to those teenage years a little bit too long. Yeah.
Basement playing video games, yeah.
Which, to be fair, many of us in our 20s were in that same spot of like, oh, okay, I should be doing this, but instead I'm still hanging out at the mall or whatever. Yeah, Jason Lee, he really as good as Jay. I love how much of Jay and Silent Bob that we get in this movie. Because that's Kevin Smith's, that's his bread. Right, yeah. But for me, Jason Lee really, he brings it's kind of the heart of the movie. Even though I know T.S., I can't remember the actor who played him. He's technically the lead guy, but Jason Lee always steals it.
Yeah. God, that's a hard one. I mean, I just had it where what's his name? William. This poor fucker, this whole running gag of him staring at this damn picture.
Yeah. It's a goddamn scooter.
I mean, look at that. You don't see the sailboat right there? It's clear as day. I don't understand, guys. Yeah, this poor motherfucker is staring at this picture for the whole goddamn movie, trying to figure out what's in that picture. And it's a sailboat. Everyone sees it, even though the kid says it's a schooner. And he's like, idiot. It is a boat. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's pretty funny.
So
again, back to Jay and Silent Bob. I mean, this is, I don't know if I need to say much more about these two. That's if there was like a side, duo that does kind of carry more of the comedic moments as these two right here. Let's also not forget, we also got the great Stan Lee in this movie too, just as himself. Casually.
Kevin Smith did the Stan Lee cameo before Marvel, so they need to thank him.
I was gonna say I do like that tie-in joke. That like that's probably one of the only things about the Captain Marvel I liked was the cameo for Stan Lee was him reading from Mallrats. I'm like, that's funny. That's actually
good. Shit! They did. I completely forgot about that. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
okay.
She's going through the bus and she sees him and he's sitting her life. He's like, "Oh, that's so funny." You see a script that says Mallrats. She kind of pulls it down and you see his face come over the top. And he just kind of smiles at her. And then I was like, "Oh, that's good."
I did my very best to erase anything Captain Marvel from my brain. Like I think I saw it once. I'm like, "Yep, never again. I'm good. I forgot about that."
I saw it once, and that's all I remember from it was the Stan Lee.
That's funny how they tied that. How they tied that time loop together. That's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, gives it more
technically canonized. So that makes this film within the MCU. Are we going to see Brody and dude? Can we get Jay and Silent Bob in Avengers Doomsday? Ooh,
we need Blunt Man and Chronic to help the Avengers. Damn it,
Blunt Man and Chronic against fucking Doctor Doom. Oh my god, yes, make that movie now. Oh well, hell, it's going to have everybody else in that movie. You're telling me Blunt Man and Chronic can't show up? Why not?
We even get like a pseudo Kevin Smith Batman here in this movie, but we need Blunt Man and Chronic, damn it.
Yeah, have Blunt Man and Chronic show up, take on Dr. Doom. Kevin Smith and Jamie Hughes against Robert Downey Jr. Would that not make that movie tremendous? Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love that.
I would. God damn it! I need that movie now.
Well, now that I've said that, knowing it's not going to happen, I already hate the movie a little bit. I kind of ruined that.
Well,
like, I kind of did.
We did say we need some more movies between now and this supposed Doomsday movie.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to set up anything else? Like, give us Walking Chronic set it up. God damn.
Ooh, I like it. Get on it, Kevin Feige. Get to it.
Get the Kevins together. We got to have a talk here.
I'm sure Kevin Smith would be more than happy to put the wig on one more time to be in a Marvel film. So let's do this thing. Okay.
All right, where's? Oh goddamn! Where's pictures? I'm trying to. Oh fuck it, these two. We're gonna go with them. So, cast. So next is the plot. It's like kind of there's things that just kind of happen in this movie, but I guess the whole main plot is what is it? Rooker has this like
the
dating show that's gonna be filmed in the mall, and he's gonna put his daughter up there after she just kind of recently broke up with TS, and even Birdie's relationship is kind of on the rocks. I mean, that is the setup is they're like, fuck it, what are we gonna do? Let's go to the mall, you know. Where that just all happens to be taking place, and of course where Jay and Silent Bob are just hanging out when they're not hanging out in front of this place, which we very quickly see in this movie. The quick stop exists, so again, laying the seeds of this is all, it's all connected. I know we talked about like this. I think happens the day before Clerks. I don't know.
Apparently, from all the research that I did and from what Frank had contributed, that apparently this is the day before Clerks, but by the time you watch the end of it, it leads to some questions about, or is this non-linear and we just don't realize it, or I'm not really sure. I don't really know.
It's kind of leave the seeds of like. We're going to have to get through Chasing Amy and Dogma before we get the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then we'll maybe explain.
Jay and Silent Bob, that was 99 when that came out, or was that? No, that was later.
Jay and Silent Bob, that was like 2006, wasn't it?
Was it 06 or something? I can't remember the date of it, but yeah, it was sometime before we get to that. But well, I'm sure we'll get to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back at some point with you guys.
Nope, I'm dumb. 2001. No, so it's
okay. I knew it happened sometime around because they it came out. Let's see, when did Scream 3 come out? Because Jay and Silent Bob also cameo in that one as well. Let's see, Scream 1 was 96.
Clerks 2 was 2006. That's what I was thinking of. My bad. Yeah, 2001. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
I don't know. Either way, no. Plot wise of this one though, that's what I'm saying. This is an essential, like, for anybody who lived through the 90s, like the mall, like whether you lived in small town America or you were in the big city, the mall was that was our internet. You know, that was our go out into the world and hang out, go to the food court, which, by the way, the cookie store is not part of the food mart. The food court.
The cookie store is up. The food court is upstairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There is a clear distinction of time and space here that they do not continue. But this is essential 90s. Yeah, it's essential 90s culture. You know, it's people aren't walking around with cell phones in front of their hands getting tripped up. There's, it's refreshing to go back and watch these times, knowing that, like growing up and living for those times, remembering what it was like where not everybody had a headset on or was whatever. It's almost like we're living in a different world, and in a lot of ways we are. So plot-wise, to see, they're filming a dating show in the mall. Nowadays, most malls are empty. Like, yeah, some still exist, but they're nowhere near as prominent as they used to. And even, like, hell, I had to go to a mall to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre the other day. It was fun to go to the mall to kind of relive these things, the whole, like, whether it's Mallrats or, other films that have took place in that kind of setting. It's fun to go back to that environment because it hashes up old memories, and, stuff we did as children and stuff. And yeah, it's a Kevin Smith plot about we're going to argue about what the thing's dick looks like and fucking superhero nerd shit. I mean,
right.
This movie's not meant to be took. Right. I mean, this isn't Clerks that's meant to be took as serious. This is a fun, what the fuck, it's a fun one to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit's just kind of happening in this movie. It's,
yeah.
I guess not quite in comparison, like how we talked about The Naked Gun, where it's like things are happening. I'm like, and then you kind of remember, oh yeah, there's a plot here. There's this dating show going on, and these two guys that just got broken up with.
There's enough plot here there's enough plot here to carry the story, but not clunky and get in the way. And that's how I like a plot to be. The events can all happen, but you don't have to be invested in it like you're going to be tested by the end or something. So it's a fun watch.
Yeah. And it's almost kind of cartoony in a way where they it
is.
They task Jay and Silent Bob with getting rid of this guy right here, LaForce, who's
that dude's fucking.
We don't know what he's seen in his life, but you drop dumb plans like this, like Silent Bob's gonna just skateboard up to him and fucking knock him out with a sock full of quarters, which of course does not work.
I've never seen a security guard uniform that inquired like a wicker hat. I always wondered.
He's got like a barbershop quartet hat on. I was like, what the hell?
Right. He's wearing like a 1940s I'm running for president kind of hat on. Like, I always wondered where that came from, but I don't know. Maybe that was his choice. I don't really know, but it definitely doesn't fit the motif of, authority figure. Yeah.
I'm like, weirdly, he's still intimidating, but even though he's wearing this like goofy hat, I mean, I don't know.
Right.
It is really funny. Where's the other one? Yeah, we're Silent Bob's just gonna rope across and knock the fucking crossbar out.
Right.
They always end it with a dance. I didn't get a picture of the dance, but like they're like, all right, now
Jamie,
we do our dance.
Jay's gonna talk shit while Silent Bob flies his fat ass across the mall and has a fucking blow up doll in his goddamn coat. Like, who fucking
where's that damn
like seriously?
Before he fucking just
which, by the way, I mean, I'm sure that they made that hat for this production, but I would buy a Batman hat if one was made like that. That would be cool as shit to have.
I want to say he has one of those like for merch. If not, like there's got to be.
He probably does. I'm sure there's some kind of licensing deal. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Where's that? All right. Yeah, it's like I said, it's got enough goofy shit going on that like it still gets to the point, and it gets you there. And you have some fun doing it. Like, where's that other picture of Stan? There it is. This picture of Stan Lee. I was like, you know what? I would totally have the same fucking look on my face too if I was just before Stan Lee. Like, hello, what are you doing here? Although they technically see like there's a line for him. Like I think earlier in the movie, there's a line all the way to Timbuktu. Getting them all. Which is kind of wild.
I've always regretted, like, 1 year I went to a Dallas Comic Con and Stan Lee was there. I was with it. I was close enough to see him, but I never went to go actually meet him, and I've always regretted doing that, knowing that he's now obviously gone. So missed opportunity, and a lesson to anybody: if you do go to these cons, meet your famous people while you can, because limited opportunity. So pay the money and go do it. But,
like I said, I've met these two fucking idiots right here on the same day. So we were talking about this with somebody. I was like, I'm glad Kevin Smith is still around to bullshit and still keep making his movies, as he says. I couldn't have met like. That would have sucked for me because it's like I don't know if I really got the opportunity to, but then it would kind of give me there's a finality in that where I'm like, oh damn, I would never actually got the chance to meet him, but thankfully
not just
stars
him, but
and whatever aligned.
Shit, all the shit that Jamie Hughes put in his body, it's a wonder. It's nothing but a miracle that he's alive.
He's still alive, actually.
Right? Yeah, like that dude he tried everything he could to end himself. Not like hurting himself wise, but like drug wise, just shows you it's life is precious, man.
Yeah. And where's I got a picture of Rooker somewhere. And I've met Rooker before too. He was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
fun, quick story about it. I mean, you got like your line of people, right? And then there's like a big curtain against the wall. So like that's where the actor like comes through. They bring him around like behind this curtain, and on the other side of it is the line. So he just goes back and he goes back into the little not like a booth, but they got a thing set up for taking the pictures. You just rapid fire. You just go in there
like, with like the backdrop or whatever they'll have as a show.
Yeah, cool little photo op. And like we could see it, and it's not like this runs the whole length of the wall. This curtain, and we're like peeking in. We can like look through. We're all like, oh my god, it's Rooker! Holy shit! Oh god, it's Michael Rooker! And like we're all like kind of peeking through just to kind of look at him. And he look at my own face here. He even like he sees us doing it, and then I just heard from behind the curtain. He goes, "Oh hell, fuck it!" He just opens the curtain. He goes, "What's up, y'all?" Just walks through line. Everybody's like giving handshakes, high fives. That's what I was saying. Like I managed to shake his hand and said, "Hey, what's going on, Rooker?" He gave me a pat on the back.
Cool.
He was like, "All right, let's kick some ass, y'all. Let's go." He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna walk through the line. I don't care."
He seems like he's very down to earth, very cool. Like he doesn't seem like he's a jaded Hollywood piece of shit. Like I've never met him in person, but he seems cool as fuck.
Yeah, he was cool. He said, "Screw it, we're not following the rules. I'm just gonna walk through the customers and say hi to people. I don't give a shit."
Dude, that's the way David Howard Thornton was when I met him at Texas Frightmare this year. The dude, there was like this, like, oh, don't, like the guy that you have to deal with before you meet. They're like, okay, no touching, no yada yada, whatever. Dude's like hugging people. He's taking pictures with them. Like, fuck it. He goes to shit. Very fucking cool stuff. I got to meet Art. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And like I said, I kind of had a not negative experience. Like it wasn't anything to do with Kevin Smith. It was the handler, whoever the hell was like in his line for autographs. She kind of, now it was just a misunderstanding, and it's a mistake on my part. It wasn't intentional. I didn't mean to like go through line, and none of the rules were clear. So I'll say that in my defense. But like, when some poor guy stood in line for like an hour plus, whatever, just to get to see Kevin Smith, and then you get to the fucking curtain and you realize like, oh yeah, guess what? You didn't actually do it online, so screw you, dude. You're out. And he missed his chance. I'm like, you didn't specify that to anybody, and that poor guy just wasted his time. And they're all like, we can't do cash, and I'm like, how can you not do cash? You don't have little lock boxes here in this convention center? That's the easiest thing to. What are you talking? So no one who had cash, you couldn't do that. And I was like, you got to establish these rules before people get in line and like stand.
Yeah, you got to tell people ahead of time so they can prepare.
So they know how to do. It was all kinds of fuckery, and this woman just kept like having to remind me what a piece of shit I was for what happened. And I'm like, I want to say something to Kevin just real fucking quick. Like, shut up.
Right.
You made your fucking point. Get out of my face, lady. She was also there when I took because I had an autograph, and then I went to go to Jay. Jay Muse got his autograph, and then later on in the day, I got that picture with the both of them. And that same handler was still there with them. And I was almost like, do I have to? Yeah. And I was like, oh, so is it okay if I stand with both of them? Is that okay with you? Like, fuck you.
So I got to deal with your bullshit again, lady? What the fuck?
No, I just gave her a smile and just fucking, I was like, goodbye. Dressed up in full Eddie Munson outfit. I mean, because that's what I was that day. But, and like I said, the thing is, like, Kevin and Jay were fucking the coolest guys ever. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, we were in line. I could see the thing for the booth, and then there's a little space, and there was the door that goes outside, or outside the commission hall. I saw those two little fuckers sneak off behind that door, and I was like, are they smoking weed? Like, wait a minute. Did you guys just go hit something and then come back? I'm pretty sure they had to have. Took a quick break and then came back inside, but they were cool. Like, hey, come on, man, get in here. And I think I got a hug from Kevin and Jay. I got like another high five from Jay. Yeah, they were both cool as hell. I did. Well,
they've always been. They've always seemed to be very personable to their fans.
Yeah, like they weren't worried. They didn't give a shit. They were super cool about it. Stuart says those hats could be called boaters, and of course, when I look up boaters, it's talking about stuff from Ohio, people that drive boats. I'm like, hat. Yeah, this looks pretty similar to that same hat he's got on. So I think you're correct on that. Or this is Panama straw hat. I think I've heard them called Panamas. I think that's a different style.
Well, that had
straw boater. I think you're right. It is called straw boater.
It looks like a straw hat that should say like Roosevelt for president on a button on the front of it. It's kind of what it looks like to me. That's what I'm saying. It looks out of place for that time period of where it should belong, and it's like it's like it was worn just for comedic effect, you know.
Yeah, there is a guy who's dressed up in like a suit, a bow tie. He's got that hat on. It's like a
right. That's what I'm saying.
I was like,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm. Right. It's like you're, okay, yeah, exactly.
But I mean, is that not like where is that? Is that not a goofy ass image of a fucking like mall cop?
Well, you got this big whole intimidating dude and this fucking goofy ass looking hat on.
I wouldn't make fun of him, so of course I'm not gonna make fun of the hat. So,
right. No.
Oh, Lord. All right, what's after we talked about kind of a plot and Comic Cons, what's next point is what will a sequel look like? I don't know. A Mallrats 2? You know what? If you tried to, like you said, with the client, like malls aren't the same. I mean, you're talking, this movie's now what, 30 years old? A lot's changed in that time, so it's not like you necessarily have malls in the same kind of sense you do in this movie.
That's what sucks, man. Because I miss malls. Malls still exist, and there's still a lot of big ones out there, but they're nowhere near as prominent in society. Hell, 99% of people would rather sit on their ass at home and buy it on Amazon with next day shipping. It was. Yeah, if I feel like modern day Kevin Smith, if they do a Mallrats 2, it's kind of going to be more in the vein of what Jay and Silent Bob reboot was. The jokes will still be there, but it's going to be more in a retrospective way, and the laughs won't be as good. Like, I saw Jay and Silent Bob reboot or whatever, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of had to struggle through to finish it. I'm like, I love the first one. I do not like the approach that they took with Jay and Silent Bob reboot. And I don't know. Like, I'm not sure I'd want to see a Mallrats 2. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that would be very good. I don't know what do you think?
I'm not really sure. Yeah, either what you would do. I mean,
yeah.
Most of these guys are still around. I mean, Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh yeah, no. Affleck's still acting. Rooker, Jason Lee's now. Jason Lee looks like he's 50 years older than he was in this movie. If you've seen pictures of it, but it's. I don't know. I don't think it'd be very. I don't think it'd be worth doing.
I mean, because this is like some mall in New Jersey, allegedly, since the Quick Stop is right down the road. You'd probably have like a dying mall, and I think like that's the thing, is that was Brody's kind of like hangout. I don't know what, he's probably feeling some kind of nostalgia about it. I don't really know what the story would be, but
well, I mean, let's look at Kevin Smith's last two movies within this universe. Clerks 3, which, if you know, and how that movie ends. It's
Clerks 3.
Not on a hat, but there were a lot of people mad at Kevin Smith for the way he did Randall in Clerks 3. But and then Jay and Silent Bob reboot, they were both done in a very more, not sad, but very kind of looking back, almost like a what if kind of thing. And obviously, I mean, if you know anything about Kevin Smith films, you know that he basically makes movies to kind of express what he's dealing with in his life.
You dig from real life, yeah.
Right. Like, he very much pulls from personal sources. And like, I don't know. So I'm saying, I'm not a fan of modern Kevin Smith, and I don't think a Mallrats 2 would be worth watching. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be interested in it. Whatever.
I'll always watch a Kevin Smith movie, but I'm not really sure what you'd have in mind for something like a sequel.
I mean, what would it be, like the kids of Jay, like Jay's daughter going to the mall and Jay's, doing something? It would probably something along those lines, if I had to guess.
With fucking with Millie They introduced
Yeah,
Kevin
like
Smith's
it
daughter.
would probably be that crew from whatever, or maybe Harley Quinn Smith is a character that somehow he has his daughter play somebody or something, or I don't know. It would probably be something like that.
Her and fucking Johnny Depp's daughter, because they were both in Tusk.
Oh, Millie Rose Depp, yeah.
Millie Rose, yeah. I mean, yeah, the two of them do something.
What was that movie they did? Was that Yoga
There's your next
Hosers?
Yoga Hosers. I'm pretty sure that was also them in Yoga Hosers. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here's your next kind of pseudo Jay and Silent Bob. I mean, just have the two of them fucking popping up everywhere.
There's a comic book that I'm not even sure if it's out yet, but apparently the people that own the Archie comic books came to Kevin Smith like a year ago and said, "Hey, will you write an Archie comic book and put Jay and Silent Bob in?" So there's an Archie world where Jay and Silent Bob are interacting with those two, and I'm kind of curious about it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hello. Apparently, Maria says hi. Hi.
Howdy, Maria.
Child. She gets mad when I call her a child. Like, she's literally half my age, so that qualifies you as a child. And I will still say as such.
Right.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm thinking, I don't know if you'd want to, mirror Mallrats 1. I'm like, well, it wouldn't be a dating show. I'm like, would it be some fucking, like, not like a podcast, or like, what would Rooker be doing? I don't know. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if Kevin Smith did a Mallrats 2, it would just end up being like more of a social commentary of like the downfall of society, how this doesn't matter anymore. And it would just kind of have a dour tone to it, kind of like Clerks 3 did and Reboot did. I don't think it would, like, people go to a Kevin Smith movie expecting a certain kind of irreverent, FU to everything. Modern Kevin Smith really doesn't do that as well. So I don't think it would be good.
I'm not always mad about it. I mean, I was thinking about like someone else who pulls a lot from shit that's gone on his life is Eminem. Like the shit that motherfucker went through, and he just sings about it in his songs. And it's some real shit. Right. Sometimes it's hard shit to, he puts the hard stuff out there, and like I kind of get that's where it's coming from. Like he is his own muse, and he brings stuff from his life into it. I don't know. It's not like when he was doing this, 30 years ago. It's like he wasn't having a heart attack and having all kinds of crazy shit happen to him. He's just kind of like, what if we went to a mall and, fuck shit up? Eat your heart out, Avril Lavigne. Kevin Smith did it first. Go and trash them all for a minute.
I tell you, I don't want Kevin Smith making Mallrats 2. I want him making a follow-up to Red State. That's what I want more than anything out of Kevin Smith.
Well, we're literally getting a Tusk 2, so I'm waiting for that.
And a Tusk 2. Apparently, he's writing a Dogma 2. I recently listened to a Kevin Smith did an interview with Last Podcast on the Left, and this was from months ago. But apparently, he's making a Dogma 2, and apparently he said if you're a horror fan, you're really gonna like this one. So I'm curious to see what he comes out of that. And it seems the way with Kevin Smith head is with entertainment right now. I think he would be better off doing that than something like an irreverent Mallrats 2. I would almost like to see somebody else doing Mallrats. Do it within the same world. That's fine, whatever. But not Kevin Smith. I don't think that the Kevin Smith that wrote this movie is not the same guy that we have now. So
no,
I think somebody else should happen.
Yeah. You know what? God damn, I just lost what I was gonna say. It was about Tusk. Oh, I was gonna say, to be fair, it's not like Tusk wasn't already kind of that like, screw you, I'm gonna make this movie anyway. Because that's kind of how he felt. He was like, everyone's like, I dare you to make it. He's like, all right, fuck you, I will. Watch me. And he did.
Right.
So, and I like that people don't understand that, like, they're like, it wasn't good. I'm like, that wasn't the point. It wasn't supposed to be like cinema gold. It was just like this goofy, like some B movie you'd see from the fucking 70s. That's what he said it was described as. It's like, it's this crazy idea. This guy tries to knock you out and turn you into a fucking walrus because you're like, what? hit that and pass it over here real quick. What the fuck did you just say to me? You know what I mean? If you're like, hold on, he turns into a walrus. Yeah.
So, well, and that's the whole thing. It's like with Kevin Smith. The way he did Red State. I mean, by all admission, I should not like Red State. I'm the gun-toting redneck that lives around people that are like that.
Yeah, that's the hilarious part.
That's what's so funny about it. But when I watch this film, I know people that are like so deep in the Bible they can't see out of it. I know those kind of things. And I mean, you know me. I'm not that kind of guy. I know Bible stuff.
You're not that.
But
yeah, I know what you're saying.
But I'm not, throwing Psalms 19 at you. I'm not going to fucking do that shit. I cuss and drink way too much to be in with that crowd. But it's just I like the way he's doing. I mean, of course, Kevin Smith is not the first comedy guy that we've seen jump to horror. There's been a lot of them. That's a very fine line between comedy and horror. So if Kevin Smith's going to do anything, I'm curious to see what he does with Dogma 2. Give me a follow-up to Red State of some kind. That's where I would like to see him go with it.
I think the problem, I was looking it up, was like problem with like Tusk and Red State sequels is both of them have Michael Parks, who unfortunately passed away. So you have to somehow, you have to work around that. But
somehow Justin Long will show back up somewhere. It's not.
I don't know. I mean, it was.
You never know when Justin Long's going to show up in a movie. Yeah, you just never know.
Clerks 3, I was like, hey, you have all your legs and your limbs. That's good for you, man.
Right. Yeah. Somehow you didn't get killed by the creeper and Jeepers Creepers, and it's a whole thing. Drag Me to Hell. He dies in almost every movie he's ever been in. By the way, Justin Long.
I was gonna say we just did Weapons, and he was in that for like fucking 30 seconds, and I was like, oh, good.
Right. Yeah. Somehow Justin Long appeared. It was or somehow Justin Long returned. Instead of Palpatine, but it's fine. Yeah, whatever.
That could be the tagline for Tusk too. Somehow, there it is. Yes, # Walrus. Yes. Never
there you
forget.
go.
Hey, we got Van Edwards in here. What's going on?
What's up, Van? Been a while.
I agree with Van. Michael Parks was an amazing actor. Hell yeah, he was.
He was.
Damn, he was in a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Do a whole thing on just him. All right. What's sequel? Okay, so now we got a CVS receipt of fucking trivia. So thank you, Frank, for that.
Hey, Frank. Okay. Frank wanted to be prepared, so he's a good little Boy Scout for today. So it's all good.
Yeah, he makes fun of me for having pictures, and then when we end up using them, there we go. Goddamn. That's the closest we're going to get because I'm not going to go back and find it. First one, Birdie's comic book collection, which is seen in the movie, was director Kevin Smith's collection at the time, which has grown considerably since that time, which I believe. The collection is what Smith was able to purchase back after selling his original collection to finance Clerks, which we all know that story. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. The man sold. Hey, you know what? Kudos that the man had balls enough to sell everything that he owned to believe in himself and go make his dreams happen. I mean, what was? I mean, you're the Clerks guy. You know this better, but wasn't the Clerks budget like $30,000? Some ridiculously low number or something?
I thought it was like 27. Yeah, I think you're right.
20 something. Either way, like the movie was made for nothing, and I mean, look at what it created. So, yeah. Once again, we're both collectors. We can both look in the rooms that we're in right now and see a stupid amount of collectibles that we've bought over the years because it meant something to us. Hey, you know what? If he's already got the comic book collection, you might as well throw it in. Then it's part of history at that point. It's all good.
Yeah. Clerks budget was $27,575.
Okay. I knew it wasn't much, but I didn't remember the exact. I knew it was very little.
Yeah, that's nothing. Damn,
right.
That's cool. All right, I see J Muse. Let's get J Muse back in here. All right. The studio almost replaced Jason Mewes with Seth Green. That was a mistake.
Ooh,
Kevin Smith insisted that Muse needs to play Jay, but the studio made Smith take auditions for the role. Breckin Meyer also auditioned, which is hilarious because apparently we're just getting everybody from Robot Chicken in here. Goddamn.
right.
In the end, all concerned agreed that Muse was the right part. Yeah, no shit. This is Jay and Silent Bob. You don't mess with that.
Like, I wonder if Jay Muse's drug habit and problems were contributing to that.
That may have been part of it. They probably realized, like, yeah, this guy's
like it was like a security issue, insurance kind of thing or something.
Well, when you think about it, I mean, you think about like something like Blues Brothers, and you think about John Belushi. I'm like, this dude was something that, and they still managed to work with him and SNL and other shit. But they have stories where he'd just like take off and he'd be gone, just sleeping on somebody's fucking couch somewhere, and they had to go find him. But I kind of get it.
Like during that, once again, that interview that Smith did with last podcast, he was talking about whenever they were on the press tour for Dogma and they were going around to whatever, Kevin Smith had to get like a hotel suite that had 2 rooms in it for him and Jay, because he had to basically keep an eye on him to keep him from putting bad things in his body, just because he was trying not to, he was basically trying to keep his friend from, hurting himself, and dying. So, that's what I'm saying. So I wonder if the studio was, worried about something horrible happening to Jay Muse or him ruining the production or something.
Oh yeah, where's that damn? Okay. So we finally we solved the mystery. Thank you, Frank. I want to pull this up because it's kind of the closest I can get to it, maybe. Brody's shirt is the faces of all the actors that auditioned for the role of Brody morphed together.
Oh, okay. I always thought it was like an X-Files alien or something. More than I thought it was.
I don't know.
Or like a Marilyn Manson album cover or something.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
That's funny.
Okay, well now
it's
a hilarious way to do that.
I'm surprised I've never seen that shirt for sale at like a Hot Topic or Spencer or something. I've never seen that shirt for sale. I mean, I'm sure it's on the internet because everything is, but I'm really shocked that I've never seen that mass marketed before. I've seen like movies. I've seen moviepoopshoot.com shirts. I've seen other kinds of stuff from this world, but never that shirt before. It's crazy.
Since I didn't get a picture of it, I should read the trivia first. But we're going to the flea market, and that's the closest thing I can get. No, we're not talking about her. But at around 55 minutes, DS picks up a Clerks hat in the flea market. I want to say I noticed that. I don't know.
Don't think I ever picked up on that, but shout out to the 3 nipples in this movie. That's kind of fun. So,
or something like that. Whatever the gum she stuck on herself. Hey, they paid attention. Damn it, they got the message in the end, I guess. So
it looked like what do they call it? They had to go to the dirt mall or whatever they call it in this movie. But
yeah, they went to like the little dirt flea mall, wherever the fuck, like next door.
We all have like that second rate, like down here it's called the Mexican mall because every store in there is literally the sign is spelled in Spanish. So, like it would be kind of the equivalent to like the second tier run of malls, or whatever. You're not getting the Sears in there, you know what I mean? So
yeah, there's kind of something like that around here. It's a big fucking place. It's all these buildings connected together in different like shops that people have and shit, kind of stuff like that.
Right.
There's one guy's got a lot of really cool movie stuff, like signed stuff and stuff to back it up and authenticate it. Like, God, I think they had. It's not the same one, but there's the same model guitar from Back to the Future, and I think almost damn near every person from the movie had signed it. And I was like, God damn, that's a cool piece you've got.
Wow.
He's got horror stuff. He had stuff from Walking Dead. Like he's got the gun, Rick's gun, signed by Judith. He's got there's an Exorcist thing in there. Couple Michael Myers things. He had some cool shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at that.
That's
badass. Let's get this guy. I don't know if he's supposed to be here or something, right? I don't know.
Sweet mullet. That's badass.
Hell yeah, that fucking hell yeah. Has Tennessee top hat on for this one.
Yeah.
One of the game show contestants is named Gil Hicks, who is played by Brian O'Halloran, which is a reference to Dante Hicks, played by O'Halloran in many of the other View Askewniverse movies, obviously, notably Clerks. The two characters are supposed to be cousins. Okay, yeah, because they are the same
That's what I thought.
namesake, but he grew one hell of a mullet in that year's time, unless that's fake. But damn, dude.
Hey, you know what? This was right in the time of Bailey Ray Cyrus and Achy Breaky Heart.
That's
the mullet was what this was. I mean, now the mullet has made a comeback in 2025, and I'm loving it. Even though my bald ass can't grow one, but if I could grow hair, that's the hairstyle I'm going.
See, like that's a classy mullet. I like that. I can dig that one.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I like to party, but I have a job kind of mullet. That's kind of what that looks like. So.
That's the party in the back. That's what that's for.
It's not quite full blown Joe Dirt where you probably sleep with your relatives kind of mullet, So
that's the tree stump family tree. Here's I didn't use this one yet. Of you're talking about Birdie being obnoxious. I'm glad I got this. With fucking Rooker looking at him like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
You know, Rooker wants to just knock that motherfucker out right there. Like, fuck.
I know.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of Rooker, while doing event appearances as Merle Dixon from AMC's The Walking Dead, fans brought Michael Rooker bags of chocolate-covered pretzels. I'm glad we still remember that joke, and he still keeps getting them to this day. That's awesome.
Yeah. And if I was Michael Rooker, I would never take a bite of them because some dirty pervert stuck his hand all up in his ass.
Some guys come up in line with that dumb fucking face Jason Lee's got. They're like, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" And then, boom, you get smeared. Just like
that would be one of those things where, like, "Oh, thank you," and you take the bag, and it like you wait for him to walk away, and it immediately goes into the trash can. Like that right there, that shot right there is the reason why if you meet Kane Hodder at a con, the man wears thick like batting gloves to sign autographs for a reason. So like there's a reason for that. So they're not stupid.
Yeah. Okay, let's get James Silent Bob in here again. Yeah, if you know about that scene. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. A name you're familiar with. Shawnee Smith came in to audition for a role. This is funny. According to Kevin Smith, she was very rude and mocked the screenplay. After Shawnee left, casting director Don Phillips apologized for her behavior. Damn.
You know what? Amanda Young can do no wrong. I love her, and
it's done before that. So, I mean, it worked out for her though. In about 10 years time, it worked out. So fuck it.
Yeah, well, so
I'm curious who
what year did the first Saw come out? 2004. 4? Yeah, 4. Yeah, I think it was 2004. Yeah, a little under. Not too bad. But hey, I'm a Amanda Young fan. The way she looks in Saw 3 is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. I love her in Saw.
Yeah, but Saw X was kind of. Saw X was kind of rough.
Dude. Oh, God. Saw X. Oh my God. Like, like
that poor woman. I was like, man.
Yeah.
Believe that happened after 2. Like,
she said, like, the whole fillers in the face, and like, it did not look right. And they gave her that shitty haircut from Saw 2, and it just did not look
well, because I know it's supposed to take place. Yeah. But I was like, you still look good. I'm like, I feel like if you just hadn't done that, I don't know.
Well, like whenever I saw her at Texas Frightener this year, she was more grayer because she wasn't all made up and whatever. She looked much better. Well, obviously the work had already been done, but she's still beautiful as she's aged. What they did to her in Saw X was a travesty. They should have redone her in that movie. It was not good.
You could have said, you could have said it took place after 3 and just given her a wig for the long hair, like you said. You could have hid that a lot easier.
Yeah, if you gave her the long hair, you could have put it over the face a little more. Hell, kept her in the pig maskers. Like I don't know, they could have done kept her in the hood. I mean, that would have been perfect. But I don't know.
Even if she just like pokes her head out, you're like, hey, it's Amanda. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
Either way, I will forever be a Shawnee Smith fan. I love that girl, and I tell you what, so she's all good.
2004. Yeah, we were right. It was the first
What's
Saw
up?
movie. So that worked out. Oh dear God! All right, let's get Brody and TS back in here. Okay, another more what ifs. Universal wanted either Mike Myers, Adam Sandler, or Chris Farley for the role of Brody, and Ethan Hawke for TS. I don't.
I mean, they're talented actors.
90s bigs. Yeah,
but
I could see Adam Sandler doing it. Like this was mid 90s Adam Sandler.
Yeah, like this movie would not have worked as well if you had that big of stars. Like you needed kind of a lesser, kind of a lower tier of like if you had Mike Myers. See, Austin Powers had already came out, right?
Was this 95? No, Austin Powers was later, right? That was like
it was around it. Also, it was 96 on that. I'm not sure.
International Man of Mystery, that was 97. Yeah, so it's still not yet.
Oh, okay. So I was a year off. Okay. But I don't know. I mean, even with that, Mike Myers was already known for like the Saturday Night Live stuff. And I mean, some of those other names might have worked, but what works so well for this cast is these are Kevin Smith actors. Like I mean, Affleck is a big name and whatever, Hell, Jason Lee, he did like, the My Name is Earl and like the Alvin and the Chipmunk movies. He's done some pretty bigger stuff too. But a lot of his actors work because they're Kevin Smith guys. Tarantino has his guys. Zombie has his guys. Snyder has his guys. Kevin Smith knows which actors he wants to work with. And it doesn't matter if they've played two different roles within this world. You still believe it as different people,
Yeah. I feel like Chris Farley, as much as I love the guy, I think he's like too big of a personality to have been Brody. Like,
it was, he was too big. As dumb as this sounds, his star power would have kind of pulled you out of the role. I mean, even though it would have gotten you more attention, it would not have been as believable.
Actually, hold on. Didn't he die not too long, like when this movie came out?
I don't remember what year he died. I know it was in the 90s.
It was in the 90s. Yeah, 97. So he was getting kind of close. Oh, you know what came out in 90? You know what came out in 95? Tommy Boy.
What?
So maybe that was why.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that was why.
He was off with David Spade doing other things, speaking of Joe Dirt,
Right, hell yeah. Ethan Hawke is T.S. Quint, maybe.
Out of all of those, I think Ethan Hawke would have worked because he still wasn't as big of a star as some of those other names. But the rest of them, I think that the star power would have overridden the other cast and, whatever. Because see, Good Will Hunting hadn't came out yet either, I don't think, either for Affleck. I want to say I don't think it
had. God damn, everything came out in 97. Yeah, Good Will Hunting was 97.
Oh, shit, okay. So, yeah, Affleck wasn't as big of a star yet either, so he was on the way up whenever they made this movie.
Yeah, it works for me. Svenning, isn't that I think Svenning is Rooker, right? Yeah, Svenning, there's that picture. Originally, William Atherton was Kevin Smith's first choice to play Jared Svenning. Atherton chose not to because the film was aimed at a teenage audience. Okay.
Well, that's what's so good about Rooker in this movie is he's just like, I'm a father of teenagers. I completely fucking understand what Michael Rooker is doing. Like, I can relate. Now, my kids aren't as old as what the kids are pretending to be in this movie, but I can completely fucking understand dealing with their bullshit. It makes fucking sense. Like,
Well, just
you
like
never
fucking Trisha here. She's supposed to be 15. Okay, sure.
right, like she's 15 and she's the biggest whore in the world. Jesus
Right.
Christ, her body
She's the
count.
fucking, I know.
Her
That's
body
such a
count's got
fucking
commas in it at this point. It's bad.
No, that book in her lap. She got everything mapped out. Every person she slept with, what
Right.
happened.
Like, guys, if you ever meet a girl that has that, if her body count is that high and she keeps notations, walk away. That's not gonna,
unless she helps you put away Ben Affleck for sleeping
a
with
hot dog in a
girl.
hallway, and I'll just leave it at that. But you know what I'm saying. And, but yeah, it's
I like the log rides at the fucking roller coaster park too. Put my hands up and go woo.
Yeah, that's town bicycle. You know what I mean? But that old gal is as they say in the great state of Texas, she's been rode hard and put up wet. So they done wore that one out. So whatever, girl.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Thank you for helping me. Atherton was Mr. Peck in Ghostbusters. I was like, I don't know why I know that name and I can't place it. God damn.
Okay. No, I would. No, Michael Rooker.
I think
Rooker's perfect because he's menacing, but he's funny at the like. He's menacing, pissed off. He's goofy and he's funny all at the same time. Like he's a Michael Rooker is a very complex actor, and he can pull off a lot of stuff that other actors cannot, and that's what I like about that. And he's perfect for this role because he's just so cool. I like the guy.
Let's get another one of the infamous sailboat and that fucking scream right there.
The fucking scooter.
Around 14 minutes, the Magic Eye sailboat picture is a 4x3 matrix of geometric shapes consisting of a cross, a circle, a diamond, a star, 4 segmented circles, and 4 cones. Which I still have that picture of it somewhere. Yeah, I'm just you don't see the sailboat. Come on now.
I remember when those were popular. Like you would see those out places. Like I guess that trend died off or whatever. I very rarely ever saw what I was supposed to see, and I would just always do the thing of, oh yeah, there it is right there. I see it, and just walk off and do something else just because I was fucking.
He didn't
whatever.
either. Well, I'm glad that character arc got tied up because he eventually saw the sailboat. Good for him.
Well, funny enough, he was. I can't remember the role that he played, but he would end up being the stupid brother of Jason Lee in My Name Is Earl. Like he went with him onto that show too. So this is not the only time those two.
And he's also the guy that bought the weed from Jay and fucking Clerks too. So I mean,
yeah, he looks completely different now too. That I can't remember the actor's name. Yeah. Dude lost the weight, stays in the gym. He busts ass, and he's looks like he's doing well. He was in The Hunt. He was in that political horror film where the people on the right wing get kidnapped, and like he dies pretty early in that movie. But like he's like it's not quite a cameo. It's like a little more than a cameo, but he's one of the people that dies first in that film. He was in that as well.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. Oh, okay. Apparently, my mom sees tire tracks. I don't know what.
See, well, that's what I'm saying. That like, if you ever come up to one of those things, if you ever come up to one of those things, and somebody's looking at, like, oh my god, can you see? Like, oh yeah, oh, dude, that's hilarious. Look at that thing right there. Just lie your way through it and just walk on and go on to the next thing. Save your time and trouble. Let others tell you what it is. It's easier that way.
That poor guy. We already kind of mentioned this one, but in Stan Lee's cameo for Captain Marvel from 2019, Carol Danvers finds Stan Lee reading the script for this film, rehearsing his lines. Yeah, which is pretty funny. I couldn't be bothered to like go into that movie and then go find that one screenshot, but it's there. You can probably find the scene. It's just a funny way to tie this all in. Like we said, apparently this technically does exist in the MCU. So,
like we said earlier, if Blunt Man and Chronic aren't in fucking Doomsday or Secret Wars, I'm gonna be pissed.
We need Blunt Man and Chronic. I
Hey,
finally, for the first time, saw somebody cosplaying as Blunt Man. He was
nice.
He was outside. I think we were getting lunch or something, and we like walked out of the convention center, and some other people were still mingling around. And I saw him, and I was like, really quickly, there was a crosswalk. I had to get across as fast as I fucking could, so I didn't lose him. And I got a picture with him. I was like, that's amazing, and please tell me there's a Chronic somewhere. I don't think there was. I'm like, that sucks. Whatever.
I wish they would make a Blunt Man and Chronic actual movie, like they were making in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Like, make that actual movie. You know, bring Cockknocker in, bring all of that. Give us the rated R funny superhero movie like that. Like, we've had so many MCUs and DCUs and yada yada whatever. How have we not gotten a Blunt Man and Chronic film? Like, that blows my mind. That's crazy.
That'd be funny. Apparently, Ethan Suplee is his name, man. Apparently, he got jacked as shit, and he was on Rogan's podcast a little while back.
Yeah, he did. He really, after he did like My Name is Earl. He was the fat guy in American History X. But then I don't know if he had a health scare or he just wanted to get in shape or whatever. But dude got in the gym. He's not like buff like Hulk Hogan buff or anything, but he's in shape now. And for a dude, I guarantee you he was every bit of 400 plus pounds in Mallrats. Dude was huge.
So he's a big boy.
Oh yeah.
Get this one up here. Get the whole crew. Thank you for that segue on a weird hive mind again. The pro wrestler John Huber named his Brody Lee character by combining Jason Lee's last name and the first name of his character Brody from this movie. Well, that works.
Oh well, yeah. He's John. He's dead now. John Huber. He died a couple years ago. He was in the Wyatt family in WWE. I can't remember. Luke Harper, I think he was his wrestling name. He went on to AEW as well. If Casey's watching, Casey would know more about who he was. So, Casey, please be useful for once and tell us about Brody Lee, please. It was Brody. But yeah, I think he was. I want to say he was Luke Harper in WWE, but I could be wrong. But yeah, he was. He played like a. He had this big burly beard and raggedy hair and like a sweat-stained wife beater tank top shirt on. He was like a swamp guy or whatever. It was kind of his wrestling character. But I didn't know he named himself after this one. That's kind of fun.
That's awesome. While we're on the Ethan Suplee train, Ethan Suplee is playing William Black, originally played by Scott Mosier in Clerks from '94. He's the character who got the, quote, snowball special from Veronica and is one of the infamous 37 of her past. In a row?
Can you please stop sucking the dicks on the way to the parking lot, please?
That guy turns around. Hey, come back here. 37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks in a row.
Well, if he's one of the 37, I hope for her sake that she was on top, because could you imagine that sad ass? She's tiny. Like, he's gonna kill her. Like, you know. Well, it's like the guy that talks about, oh, I'm a jackhammer. Once I'm done with you, you'll never be the same. He's really the jackhammer, but whatever.
Well, it was Scott Mosier. Ethan's playing him in this movie instead of. Scott Mosier was a little smaller dude, but that works. Actually, I had the perfect picture for this since we're talking about continuity in some fashion. Quick cameo by the Quick Stop. While it was the second movie made by Kevin Smith chronologically, in the View Askewniverse, this is the first movie in the timeline as it is set just one day before Clerks. Allegedly.
So then how do they justify the monkey scene at the end?
Well, because like I said, I think that's just the sprinkling of like, Oh yeah. So by the way, they got up to some crazy shit down the line, and we'll tell you about that next time on Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? So I think
then
that's just
that
the way
means
they went off somewhere else and did the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back thing after this.
because by the time Jay and Silent Bob, like we were talking about like right before we get on the air, but Brody owns a comic book store in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. He's well more established. Ben Affleck's playing a completely different character, I believe, is what you said. So,
well, also in Clerks, he's not like the same guy in Clerks either.
Right? Yeah, right.
Or even like Chasing Amy, which was
I don't know. Like, I am an authority figure on many things in like horror fandom, but this I'm not even a novice. So I will defer to somebody more intelligent than I.
To be fair, it's not like when you think about Tarantino, when you have Reservoir Dogs and then Pulp Fiction, literally boom, boom. That's 1 and 2. Well, you have Harvey Keitel playing 2 different characters in those movies, and it's like these are all kind of the same universe, but you know, like you have Harvey Keitel playing 2 different guys. Unless maybe we didn't see him die, I guess, at the end of Reservoir Dogs. You just hear the cops come in, put your gun down, and he just slumps over. Maybe he knows some people that know some people, and now he's the wolf in Pulp Fiction. I don't know.
And then
he knows how to solve problems.
Mr. Pink, he's allegedly the waiter in Pulp Fiction.
He is the waiter in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He definitely died. No, he ran off. That's right.
He runs off. Yeah, Mr. Pink.
He's undercover. Yeah. He's undercover as a fucking waiter. See, maybe it does make sense.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Just like why Tarantino doesn't explain why it's called Reservoir Dogs. He's like, because to me it's more exciting when people come up with like, oh, I know the answer. I know what it is. It's got to be this. And someone else comes in and says, no, it's got to be this. It means this. And he's like, I think it's just fucking funny. I just called it that. I don't know. He doesn't even fucking know why it's called that. Called art, guys. You don't have to understand it.
Right. It can be interpreted in many ways. Just the
point. Okay, I have one picture of Brandy when they got married. I only got married because they tied up that story arc too. The girl that Brandy replaces on the game show, Julie Dwyer, died from an embolism while doing laps at the Y in the swimming pool. The incident is also referred in Clerks by Dante and Randall, which, as we know, they're seen attending Julie's wake, at which, off camera, Randall knocks over the casket and him and Dante have to flee from the funeral parlor. It's all connected. Yeah, we still never saw it happen to her, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know the Clerks or Askewniverse lore enough to know distinctively when and what happened, but yeah, it's all fun with that. Right.
Yeah, like it's super quick. You're right. The Buddy Holly, the character, because I forgot they were all iconic characters in that. But you know what? In terms of places that are like fictional that I would love to actually like go eat at, I would love to go to Jackrabbit Slim's from that movie. That looks like a lot of fun. I want to know what the $5 shake tastes like. You see what I mean, Tarantino? You put these things in front of me where I'm like, I want to know what the $5 shake tastes like.
I don't know. Out of movie places to go eat, no, actually I do know. I want to go eat at JT's Barbecue from Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror film. He's got the best damn barbecue in Texas. That's where I want to go eat more than anywhere. That's where I want to go.
We got to do that. You know what? Since I guess Halloween is coming up, we got to do some Planet Terror.
Planet Terror needs to be. Planet Terror does well. We just need to do the Grindhouse double feature with, Planet Terror and Death Proof both. We need to do both.
Death Proof.
Hell, Censor Tech. I have the DVD of both of them on the same disc and all those fake trailers. I say we do them both in the same review, but I would love to do that.
We could, do that like a Tuesday and Thursday. That's do Death Proof and then Planet Terror or something. Oh my god, I would love to do. Steve McQuaid, it's $20 now for a shake. That goddamn inflation.
No shit, dude. Yeah, no, shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, no kidding.
Absolutely horrible.
That was in what, 94? So yeah, you're still about 30-some years of inflation. Yeah, okay, well, that's all the.
He ain't far. He ain't far off on me.
Probably not. That's all the trivia I got for that. So why don't you give me your final thoughts, close it out. Mall's closing down.
Yeah.
Attention Kmart shoppers, make your final blue light special purchase. I lived in the 90s too. Whatever.
Please head to the registers and do that.
Yeah, put your trays in the upright position. Yeah. What you got?
It's like I said, if you ever want to, if you're ever nostalgic for the '90s, this is one of those movies that you get. Like I said, for me, it's Scream and this movie, and it oozes it. It's got the culture, the way they talk, the everything is there. And for being a '90s kid as I was, it feels like going home to see this kind of era represented. And I said, I'm not the biggest Kevin Smith guy. I've got the handful of things that I like that he did or contributed to. But, this is one that so many people crapped on this movie. Like, Jeremy and I were talking earlier, like opening weekend, this thing made like $400,000 according to Kevin Smith in the interview that I watched. And it was pulled from theaters like Thursday after it came out. But look at where it is now. I mean, Kevin Smith went from having to apologize for this movie to, I would argue, this might be his most popular film. And that's saying something, because there's a lot of people like Jeremy and Frank, they both love Kevin Smith. And, I think this might be his best one, whatever. But yeah, it's a good one.
It's definitely a good one. It's like I said, it's a step up. You see kind of like the foundations with like Clerks. It's like he's got the talent. It's right there. And then you bring something like Mallrats to the table, and I think it definitely shows growth as a filmmaker. For sure. Yeah, this is kind of a cool time capsule of a movie. Like you said, it feels like sometimes you listen to a song, or like in this case, you watch
it takes
movie
you back.
It takes you to like a specific time, and you're like, oh my god, I remember what that felt like. Like,
right.
I was gonna say earlier, I'm like, with me, it was like we have a mall. We still have a mall around here. There's two pretty big ones that are still fairly, successful. But I was like, for me, I'm like in the smaller, let's say, town that I grew up in. I'm like, there was a Kmart I could walk to. And that's where the hell we would hang out. That was fun for us. You'd go hang out at the Walmart, the Kmart, and just screw around. There actually wasn't even a Walmart yet. That came a few years later.
We used to hang out.
That was the big thing.
If it tells you anything about our country asses, we used to hang out in the fucking Tractor Supply parking lot. Like that's where we went. So I feel you.
Yeah. Yeah, the Kmart was within walking distance of the house I lived at. Like, I'd have my friends come over, and that was an event. We'd go walk to fucking Kmart, walk around the aisles, might buy something, might just, I don't know. See, again, a core memory for me, it's funny. It was winter. There was snow on the ground everywhere, but we still walked uphill, backwards, barefoot, both ways, as whatever the fuck they say. But I'm not that old yet. My butt, there was gumball machines like in the, after you come out of the checkout line, there's that little whatever, and then you go out the second set of doors. There was some gumball machines there. My buddy bought a gumball, big purple fucking gumball, and he was chewing it, and I don't know what, because I'm hilarious, like we all know that. I don't know what I said or what we were like joking about, but he was laughing so fucking hard. When you track a deer through the snow, but like there was just drops of purple all the way through the parking lot. He was laughing so fucking hard, and he couldn't keep his gumball in his mouth. He was losing all the flavor out of it. So there was like some fucking trail of purple goo coming from the door of the Kmart to the sidewalk to the bus stop, and all that crap. I don't know why. I just specifically remember that happening. It was a fun time. It was also where we went for our last day of high school. It was still there, but that was our thing. We blared some Alice Cooper, school's out. Fucking, we walked down to the Kmart and hung out one last time. But you know what I mean. Just had one last Kmart hangout. I accidentally punched my buddy in the nose because I had a bike horn in my hand. I was gonna honk it and act like I was gonna bop him in the nose. I didn't even hit him that hard, and he bled. I was wearing a white T-shirt, and his asshole wipes his nose and wipes it on me like a dick. I'm like, on my white shirt, bro. Whatever. That's a different podcast. I'll have to do my Kmart Blue Light special stories for another day. But
hell yeah.
definitely stamp of approval for this movie. Actually, Frank's asking a good question. Do you like this more than Tusk? I want to end on that.
Hey, yeah. Obviously different kind of film. I think this is, I would say yes, just based on it's more of a enjoyable watch than Tusk because of like everything that we've just been talking about, the nostalgia hit for the 90s that you get when you watch this movie. When I'm watching Tusk, it's just
Frank?
another horror.
You hear that?
Yeah. Jeremy's going to clip that one for y'all's 80s 90s argument that's coming in the future, I'm sure. But for the overall enjoyment and nostalgia, I would go this one over Tusk because Tusk it's a fine horror film. It's not a great horror film, but this is a great 90s nostalgia film, so I'd go for it for that.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I guess that about wraps it up. What are you doing on the internet? Hold on? It's almost spooky season. Are you getting your list together for 31 days of Halloween?
I had my list together 3 months ago, my friend. I literally this notebook right here. This is the Bible of good Halloween films right here, and I will reveal that list. And Frank, I have a list of 8 suggestions of Halloween based. 2 of them are Michael Myers, but the other 6 are non-Michael Myers horror films that we should do in October that are Halloween centric. But this weekend, there's 2 films I'm going to go see. Well, one for sure, and the other one I'm going to try to get to. There's a new Hell House LLC movie, Lineage, in theaters from that line of film that I've heard some mixed reactions about, but I'm going to go check it out for myself. But the 40-Year-Old Virgin is coming back to theaters for some kind of anniversary or something. It just popped up on my AMC app. I'm like, holy crap. I'm going to go see that.
The 20th. It was 2005. God damn, yeah, it was.
Okay, well, there you go. It's the 20th anniversary show. I'm going to try to get, I'm for sure going to Hell House, LLC Lineage. And I'm going to try to do a 40-Year-Old Virgin because that movie's funny as fuck. So I'm going to go try to do that. I think
I've considered that my favorite comedy. I don't know.
Dude, that's
funny goddamn movie.
If we ever review that, we're going to spend 90 minutes just making gay jokes with each other.
I'm like, right?
That's how that review's
like Frank, you're just going to have me in text like, you know how I know you're gay? We're just going to be going back and forth.
Seriously, that's all that review's going to be, and I hope it is because that will be the greatest podcast that we ever do. Like, YouTube may strike us down, but guess what? We'll make it worth it. We'll still be on Rumble, so shout out Rumble. So it's all good.
Well, as for me, it's Thursday, so I don't know what we're doing next week.
I have no idea.
That's a question for Frank, and I would say that sounds like his problem. But like I said, remember, Dad left the keys on the counter, and I have been joyriding this whole week. So
right now, Dad's in his chair, in his whiskey, and he's probably asleep by now. So,
probably in his tidy whities.
Frank's watching right now, and he will either tell us good job or yell at us once we're done after we'll go live. So we'll see how.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get spanked at the end. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing Tuesday, but we've made some suggestions. I'm sure we'll think of something. Right. Another comment. Just okay, I got you. He said just bring it back gassed up. I can't do the Ferris Bueller thing. I can't try to put it in reverse to try to, reverse the mileage, but I'll certainly try.
We can't get the odometer to go back. Damn. All right.
Yeah, because that's not how that works. Yeah, I gotta play myself. So until then, we will see you guys on Tuesday. Goodbye.
Snoochie boochies, bitches.
Kneel before Zod. Snoochie bitches.
Watch out for the blow-up dolls too. They just come out of nowhere. So, shit out.
Maybe he's number 38. I don't know.
Oh God. Okay. God.
We'll see you guys.
That's bad.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.